Hi, everybody. My name is Eric Schreiber. This is week 7 discussion post 1, talking about scholarly presentation and disseminating our research findings, which is the final stage of research. So it's our responsibility as scholars to take the information that we have gathered through our research and be able to effectively communicate it and relay it to our field. And we have to do this strategically and in a structured way. And so the first thing that we have to do is identify who we're talking to, right? Are we talking to our academic colleagues, where we might emphasize rigor, theory, and discuss our limitations within the research, or are we talking to practitioners, people who are going to take this information that we found and be able to use it in the field, which is what I kind of have a passion for, practical application of the research. So we take the theory, and then we learn how to apply it and how it applies to the practitioner in the field. The findings are going to always be the same. It's just how we communicate it might be a little bit different. And then we have to understand the core structure of our presentation, right? So what is the problem? Where is the gap in knowledge? How is the study conducted? What are the key findings? What do those key findings mean? And how can we make an impact with them? Presentation design, I am a KISS guy. Keep it simple, silly. I think a lot of times we tend to as presenters, we want to get as much information into the presentations as we can to be able to articulate all the scientific findings. However, that can kind of be cognitive overload, and it can overwhelm your audience. And keeping things bullet pointed and having slides that just give the pertinent information versus kind of overloading all of your I can't continue to say audience simply because of the fact that I'm used to giving presentations to people, but even if you're doing posters, or you're doing peer-reviewed articles, you want to relay the information in a way that people are going to be able to understand it relatively easily, and whether or not you have charts and graphs and things like that, they need to be easily understandable. You need to anticipate challenges as well, timing, the audience diversity, whether you're overcomplicating or oversimplifying things. And I know a lot of times I think we can get in our heads, or at least I can get in my head about that sort of thing. You have to prepare, you rehearse. I think numerous times I've presented for the Fitness Business Association, and I've sat there with a timer, or the NSCA. I've presented for the NSCA, ISSA, and I sit there and I do the presentation with a timer to determine how long is this going to take. I think that this presentation is going to take about 4.5 minutes. I think we were 4 to 7. There's my dog. Her name is Copper. So we have to present with intention. We have to present with clarity. We have to make sure that the research findings are presented in a way that people can understand it relatively easily. We have to have purpose for our presentations, and then we have to be able to adapt. I'm in the fitness space. I work with fitness professionals on a daily basis, and I tell them that adaptability is our most important tool in our toolbox. And I think that applies to everything we do, whether it's in academia or in real world application. And it's our responsibility to be able to communicate our research findings. And that's it. 4:37. Thanks.